Yeah, boosting in the highways just drains your shields very, very quickly. Whoops. I really hope that we're not flying into the sun. I don't really like the heat. Holy crap!
Whoa, take a look at that station. It looks operational. Let's hope they're friendlier than those other guys.
So
Anything look familiar to you?
Nothing which reminds me of anything in Albion. I wonder if these people were trapped in their system as long as we were.
Unknown vessel. We have target lock on your ship. Identify yourselves.
This is the Albion Skunk. We're not looking for trouble.
We're not from around here. May we dock?
Defense ships have been dispatched. You are granted permission to dock, but I caution you about doing anything that might be taken for a threat. I will be there to meet you. Nakano out.
I was gonna say, I wonder if they run on solar power. I just... or just thermal power. I don't expect it would take too much to heat up something and stick it into some water here. This is quite the environment, I have to say. Oh, we got the eye. There it is. I wonder what happened to our poor freighter. I hope the Plutarch mining people aren't beating the crap out of it.
The Albion Skunk. Requesting permission to dock.
I paid a lot for that goddamn defense officer.
Good to see you aboard.
Alright, so we gotta speak to manager Pedro Nakano. Holy cow. This is very bright, and is it backwards? Wow. Ooh, engineer. I want to hire an engineer for the skunk. I've got one on the freighter, or maybe I had one on the freighter. This is a different station layout from the ones in the other station sectors, systems, whatever.
Welcome to our home. I'm Governor Pedro Nakano.
Thank you for letting us dock. I'm Ren Otani, captain of the Albion Skunk. My co-pilot Yisha Terran is on board.
Pleased to meet you. Now, I would like to know where you have come from. There is no record of your ship in our database, and you sure don't act like Rievers.
That's because we're not. We're from the Albion system. Our jump gate reopened and connected here.
That's an incredible claim. If true, this is a momentous day. It leads me to ask why you are here and the intentions of your people.
Well, we were just out to explore, all peaceful-like. We can't speak for our people, but I expect we're looking for friendly relations, trade opportunities.
I can speak for my people, Heart of Albion. We're always open for trade and building relations. Unfortunately, I expect the Plutarch government will make it very difficult for that to happen.
Ah, so the Plutarch Mining Corporation still exists. As I recall, we acquired some of their components and designs in the years before the gates shut down.
That's fine by me. I'm sure they deserved it. In all seriousness, the situation in Albion is complicated. Plutarch is much more than a mining corporation now. You should be worried about Plutarch extending their influence. They've already blockaded the gate. It won't be long until they start sending ships around the system.
Maybe we can help smooth out our first contact. We go back, tell our people that you're here, that you're friendly. Then we can hope to get trade lanes open. I'm sure we can supply you with what you need.
Nor is the situation here that simple. I must converse with the council. Meanwhile, I'll have Karen Stringer speak to you. She is the head of industry and can answer any of your questions about likely trade. I'm sure she'll be happy to tell you about our history, stations, and ships. Just let me say that you are indeed among friends and are here welcome.
Shh! Voice acting! Don't! So we skipped ahead a bit after we talked to that guy. just because he kind of said, go talk to this person. And I said, you know, we're in this new place with a giant ball of sun. And I wanted to look around because I'd heard that this is where, if you're playing through the campaign, this is the most likely place for you to encounter your first shipyard where you can have ships built for you. Very exciting. And this is it. You can see it's kind of hard to see, especially with my circle on it. The skeletal sort of thing where the ship is built there. They've got another one over here. I can't afford to have any of the ships that I would want built just yet, which is fine. So we're going to continue on with the campaign because that's really all there is to do, unless I wanted to fly around and ping amongst all these asteroids and stuff. Not a whole lot for the pinging going on around here. So we're going to go do as we were instructed and go find that person. This area is actually called Darned Hot Air, which I thought was kind of neat. And makes sense for obvious reasons, flying into the sun notwithstanding.
Entering gushing spring.
So I should probably point out that the you can actually see the highway. It starts, well, one of them. It starts over there where I'm pointing now, and it loops around. You can see it goes over, and then it goes all the way back, and it goes in front of the sun, and then it comes back this way and drops us off somewhere around here. It's just this great big loop. There it is, where it drops us off. It's kind of neat because it basically hits every zone on the way around on that loop, and makes it very easy to just kind of forget to get off the highway because we're having so much fun. What is that? It's probably a shipwreck, but we see something floating in space. Oh no, it's a crate. Look at that. Just mining lasers at the ready, and there was nothing in it. But hey, we caught it, and we just have to turn on the info mission manager. Set active. Old toy. There we go. Couldn't remember where we were supposed to go. There it is. Really? Really? That makes it easy. I thought we were going to have to go on another trip, but it turns out this is where we needed to be. Oh, we got to hit this first. We are compelled and obligated to, there we go. Then we'll land here. And see what this new person has to say. No, we need to dock. There we go.
This is the Albion skunk, requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Karen Stringer. Now, I've actually done quite a few combat missions for these guys, Station Defense and Stop the Criminal and stuff like that, so my reputation with them is about the same as my reputation with Plutarch was before they decided that I'm the Antichrist. So hopefully these guys don't decide I'm the Antichrist, because otherwise I'm just spending all this time getting reputation for absolutely nothing. And I can't say that it would make me sad, because I still get to fly around and pew-pew things in space. But it's kind of counterproductive. I have to say, here we go. See, she looks different than all the others, because she's important to the plot, apparently.
You must be Ren. Nakano sent word that you'd be arriving, but we didn't expect all the fireworks.
Is your station heavily damaged? Is there anything we can help with?
We're fine. We have damage assessment crews on site, but we don't think anyone was in that section. The Rievers like to steal our produce, so normally they do not try to damage our stations too much. This is the worst damage they've done for months. I hear you need answers to questions, and also how we might trade. Let's get the serious stuff out of the way first.
We need food to shore up our supplies. We also need materials to aid our infrastructure. Refined metals, for example.
We'd appreciate any help. Now that's out of the way, I suppose I can help answer your questions. I'll have your database updated with information on our present home system called DeFreeze.
So who are the
We
Rievers?
don't really know for sure. They act like the boogeymen of DeFreeze, prone to shooting first and perhaps snarling threats later. Most here think them pirates who happened to be stranded here alongside us.
Have you always been fighting?
We've never been at peace, if that's what you're asking. Sometimes they pass by without firing, probably when they themselves can't afford to fight. It's been like that for decades. They've never seemed interested in negotiating.
Who are you people?
We're members and descendants of a mining operation called Operation Cantera from before the gates shut down. Soon after the shutdown, we collectively decided to form the Republic of Cantera.
And the ships out patrolling the sector, some of them look, well, Terran.
I see Nakano left out that crucial detail. Yes, we are Terrans from Earth. From what Nakano told me, you're most likely to be Argon. No need to worry. This was just a mining outpost, and we're not packing Valhalla-class destroyers here. Personally, I look forward to getting to know you better. Bearing the Rievers, you're the first aliens I've ever met.
Hey, watch out who you call aliens. Don't forget us Argon came from Earth too. Doesn't the fact that we're technically at war not bother you?
I doubt it will bother anyone here. We're just colonists. Most of us have never seen an Argon before. For all we know, the war could have ended when the gates shut down. That said, some of us did lose people on the Taurus, but I expect people suffered losses where you're from too.
There's some war vets back home, but it's just history to most now.
Let's hope it stays that way.
That's a nice little nod. The Valhalla class destroyers, if you're familiar with the previous games. If you're not, it was a really hard to get destroyer because apparently there was only one, and the only way to get it was to capture it, which was kind of a big deal. So that's kind of interesting. Is there anything we can trade?
These are some basic supplies. Are these all you need?
For now, yes. We're working decades-old infrastructure which is failing. We need industrial materials for repairs, as well as general supplies for the population. Recent Rievers raids have put a lot of strain on our stocks.
Don't you have a defense force?
We have defense ships, mostly repurposed mining ships. Our main defense is in sticking close together. We have little need to venture out of our sector, but when we do, we try to do so in strength.
And thanks for answering our questions.
Happy to help.
Receiving data burst. Encyclopedia entry. System. DeFreeze. A Terran-controlled solar system founded during a phase of exploration and expansion. DeFreeze hosted a major mining operation to support the economy during the Terran conflict. The colonists suffered great tragedy as a result of the gate shutdown of 2947, where they were unable to build a self-sustaining economy. Thousands of people starved or were killed in the ensuing fights over dwindling supplies. The surviving colonists formed the Republic of Cantera and continued to strive for a comfortable and sustained existence, while those known as the Rievers continued to raid and steal.
That ship of yours looks like it can hold its own in a fight.
She sure can, but there's still a lot of work to be done on her.
Any chance you could make use of a Terran shield generator? We've not got enough ships left to install all of them.
Are you kidding? I'd love to get my hands on one.
And then?
And install it in your ship as soon as possible.
Cool. I wasn't expecting that. As long as it's better than what I'm currently using. Oops, wrong way. Nobody do the small talk thing right now. I'm running. So it's kind of cool the way they set up the system, or this sector, or whatever it is, as being sort of in high demand for things that are like food and basic materials. So if you're thinking of going the sandboxy way after all of this, you could kind of go along with it and set up factories and stations and things to provide for that and see how it goes. Maybe. As opposed to just, I'm going to build a big factory that builds everything and then I'm going to sell it to everyone and be rich. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But... Alright, what have you got? Shield generator.
Pilot, what can we offer you?
Trade. Nakano? That's like the governor's daughter or something. Shields.
Shields, please.
Sure.
Insider benefactor, 40% off on shields that I don't want. Thanks. That's great. I could get a Behemoth Shield Mark II or a Dashing Shield Mark II at a 55% discount to replace my Steady Shield Mark IV and my Dashing Shield Mark IV. So, thank you. That was very kind and generous. But I'm going to go on ahead and say no. Return to ship. Yes, we are returning to ship. What could there be for us to do once we get back to our ship? Should I be going down? I think so. Yes. There's a bunch of sad miners parked outside a sun. They must spend a fortune in air conditioning.
Before we can worry about getting these goods delivered, we have to find a safe way back to Albion.
Are you sure you don't want those upgrades?
This is Governor Nakano with a sector-wide alert. Reaver raiding parties are reported approaching some of our stations. Everything we know about the Reaver threat will be made widely available. Avoid the at-risk areas until security ships have completed their patrols.
More Reavers? This place is like a war zone.
This is a great excuse to go blow things up.
We're receiving the Reaver threat data burst. You know, we could lend a hand, make some more friends, earn a few rewards.
You just called this place a war zone. Upload the info to the computer. If it looks like we could make a difference, we'll try our best.
Fly to Fervid Corona. We can do that. Is that all? Is that all we have to do? And the Reavers will be afraid at our Fervid Corona flight skills. It's quite a long trip just to get to the highway. There we go. The vehicles in the highways out here move much faster than they did in the previous system, I've noticed. It's not nearly so easy to get in behind them. Yeah, I've failed every time. I just kind of see them and then, oh look, we got red blurps. What, these are larger than your standard things, aren't they? Oh no, they're just fighters. I'm trying to break myself of the habit of starting fights with a mining laser. That was pretty clean, that kill, I have to say. I tend to not use missiles where missiles would be appropriate, because it's one of those things, it's kind of like role-playing games where you have abilities that are on a long cooldown, and you're so afraid that you're going to use it at the wrong time and come across a spot where you need it and you won't have it. It's the same thing with missiles, even though I've got so many missiles I can't carry anymore. We'll wait till... Now, according to my statistics, I've captured a number of ships in this game, but I don't actually have any more ships. So I have to, I think, learn how to identify when a pilot has bailed, perhaps. Because those are the only ships that I can think of that I may have actually captured. Because the bigger ones that I've destroyed, it was very clear that at no point... did I have them captured before they blew up? Alright, where'd he go? Very hard to see red in this environment. There we go. It's 'cause everything is red. Who knew when this ship was designed that we would find ourselves in a place where all of the things are red? See, there's 5 more missiles that we can't carry.
Maybe we've earned a reward. I hope it's guns.
I've had word that you aggressively attacked Reaver forces. While I thank you for your continued assistance, I must also warn you that a sensitive situation is developing. A freighter has been hijacked by Reavers, and the crew's lives put at risk. Please do not engage them.
We'll keep our distance, but what are you going to do about it?
We've never managed to negotiate with Reavers. We will simply block their movements, hit key systems, yet leave a way for their boarding crews to escape. Hopefully, they will take it. Our rearguard attack group is protection against Reaver reinforcements, while our elite unit attempts to secure the crew's safety. You are free to aid the rearguard if you wish.
We may just do that. Good luck with your operation.
And you stay safe. Thank you for dealing with the threat to our station.
We're even more popular with these guys now than we were with Plutarch. So fly to the rear guard, catch dangerous criminal. No, we've been given marching orders. We have to fly to the rear guard and blow up bad guys. Theoretically, this is such a huge factory that I've never actually. I've spent a certain amount of time trying to get to 100% explored. Wasn't happening. I have to. There we go. Oh, it's right here in this. Is it? Oh, maybe it's through the highway. Yeah, it is. The super highway.
To the party, Skunk. You'd better warm up those weapons. We'll have Reavers knocking on our door soon enough.
Did we just miss?
Corona.
I think we just bounced out of it. Here we go. Is that yeah, that's a Reaver. No, you're not. One down. 2 down.
Coming through.
We're on our own for now. Will not go unpunished.
Thank you for dealing with the threat to our station.
See, I found it's actually very, very handy to be able to swap weapons. And when one overheats, you can actually swap to another one, and it won't be overheated, which is very good. Hey, are you friendly or not? Because he just... Whoa.
We've still got the upper hand. Keep pressing.
That was, he just bounced off my face. We're not close enough for this.
This is Nakano to the rear guard. We need more ships to support the operation to secure the hijacked ship. Watani, Terran, you're free to follow their lead. We would greatly appreciate any help. Thank you for dealing with the threat to our station.
That's, I don't know if I like the look of that ship or not. It's weird. Part of it is just kind of big and clunky and yuck, but at the same time, it looks very much like a freighter.
Join to board the ship. Please aid the boarding crews.
That guy, he wants to get shot down. There we go. Is that one of our ships that just blew up?
Reavers are attacking the ship. Stop them. Very good. secure the ship and prepare the crew to be evacuated.
Thank you for dealing with the threat to our station.
So I guess that was the boarding operation. I didn't even see it. For 1 second I was shooting a fighter, and the next second it was all done. Okay, we
Thank you for dealing with the threat to our station.
try not to shoot down the freighter, I think. Would probably be appreciated. This guy's moving very quickly out of range. Oh, I blew up the loot again. Always doing that. So this thing's taking some hull damage.
Dealing with the threat to our station.
And, more reputation gained. What we got here?
Both for your efforts. We all owe you a debt of gratitude.
We're just happy we could help.
Still, I hope you will accept this token of our appreciation. We can have one of our freighters assigned to assist you in any way possible. With the possibility of the gates reopening, we can no longer be content with idling in our corner of this system. Our stations are in disrepair with an enemy that is unafraid to attack and pillage whenever they please. We must start to rebuild and expand our infrastructure and defenses. You and Albion, your system, could provide the means for us to do that.
Look, Nakano, we'd like to help and travel to and from Albion freely, but it may not be possible. Plutarch's locked down the gate, and we're probably on their most wanted list.
We could just check out the area. Maybe the Rievers are causing the problem.
It is up to you to decide. If you help us to rebuild, we will be able to make our bit of space a safe haven for you and your people. For now, I must attend to more current events. Good luck in whatever you decide to do.
So, you think we should check out the gate area?
I say we go get our stuff back. I'm not up for a suicide mission, though.
Me neither. Okay, we'll take a look.
Alright, so we apparently we're just given a freighter. Let's see. Info, property owned. Oh, we are. Look at that. I've done some escort missions, and these are the ships that I end up escorting, and they're quite small and very easy to destroy. General information. But they gave it to me in good shape. Anyways, it's slow. It's very, very slow.
Hello, sir. Can I help you?
No, that's fine. We'll look in on you later. For now, I guess we're being sent possibly to go get our stuff back from Lagfest, from the Albion sectors, which would be kind of neat because we do have the energy freighter there. Maybe, unless it was blown up while we were gone. We'll have to find out. And then we've got the little Babby freighter, and we can carry on. So, I think that's a good place to take a break. We've successfully shot down a lot of fighters, and we've made some new friends, and joined the dark side next to this system bordering the sun. So, leave your comments and feedback below. We'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.